Welcome, Sonic movie fans, and welcome to the 70. Wow.
Seven?
No.
I was going to say, I'm like,
I mean, 75.
Hey, sure, we can retcon that.
The 95th episode of the Sonic Movie Show, the only show that's about Sonic news, movie news, and Sonic movie news. My name is Ethan, and with me here today is Devin.
Knock, knock.
And today is a very fast episode. We just wanted to pop in and say hello and goodbye. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the third episode of the Sonic Movie 2 show. My name is Ethan, and with me to cover everything about the Sonic Movie 2 is Devin.
Fist punch emoji.
Hell yeah. Oh, I thought you'd bring the energy. You know what would be really great for your quote? If you said knock knock, which is what Idris Elba tweeted.
Yeah.
Revealing that he is Knuckles in the Sonic movie sequel. He's Knuckles.
He's not.
What
He's
do we
the
think about
guy.
that?
He's the hero that we didn't know we needed, but
we definitely deserve him.
We definitely deserve him. And it's funny is that I just saw Suicide Squad a couple days before, so I'm on that train, I'm on the Idris Elba train already. And then
we did see Hobbs and Shaw. You know, we did see
Hobbs. Did you say Hobbs or Hobbs?
Hobbs and Shaw, the Fast and the Furious spinoff.
Somebody said Hobbs.
We saw he was the villain in Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, he was the baddie.
Yeah, I didn't see.
He was in Cats too.
See, that took it away. That's why it netted even then. You know what I mean? I haven't yet seen Suicide Squad. He was also in The Dark Tower, a Stephen King movie, a movie based off a Stephen King book.
He was in.
He was the gunslinger. He was in a bunch of other films.
He's on Twitter too.
Yes, he's not famous for being on Twitter, but I guess some people are, so I guess it's a thing. But yeah, so here's the thing, guys. I was really, really, really adamant. I wasn't going to take no for an answer, and I wasn't going to believe anything that wasn't what I wanted to believe. No, this isn't about vaccines. This is about... I could have sworn it was the obvious choice. It was going to happen. When you will something to existence, that happens once a millennia, and this was going to be it. I thought Jason Momoa was going to be Knuckles.
You thought this was the Momoa timeline.
I thought this was the Momoa timeline.
Maybe another timeline,
you know
another Ethan experienced a Momoa Sonic 2 movie, but not this
Or
one.
he's podcasting about it right now, and he's like, I fucking told you! I
right.
wish I could be him, but I'm not him. And you know what? I don't feel like I'm really all that worse off for it, because I was like, there's no one better. There's no one better, and maybe that's still the case. But Idris Elba isn't that bad. He ain't that bad as a Knuckles. I can just hear it.
I know at one point we wanted him to be 007.
I feel like everyone wanted him.
But at this point, this is better.
Yes, Knuckles is...
He's like, fuck, I don't give a fuck about 007. He's like, you know what? I want Knuckles.
And here's the thing. And maybe I don't know too much about Jason Momoa, to be fair. And I don't really know too much about Idris Elba, to be fair, reversing it. But if they ever do want to reference the Knuckles raps, I don't know if I'd want to have Jason Momoa try. You know what I mean? I don't know if Idris Elba can do it, but I feel like he probably can. He was in Cats. Oh wait, maybe he can't then. Maybe we take it away from him.
I don't think
what I mean?
Singing was the negative thing about Cats. I don't think he's not going to fucking sing in this. Why did we...
No. I'm saying, if
they
want to
then my mind will be
reference
blown, but...
the Sonic Adventure 2 Pumpkin Hill, fuck it. That's where I want the movie to take place. We're gonna make a new episode that says, hey, here's what the movie should actually be like, and it's just the Pumpkin Hill level, and it's just a mod.
I mean, I like Halloween.
Characters.
I would love a just Halloween Sonic movie. So,
absolutely.
It just takes place completely in Pumpkin Hill. Somehow Sonic just gets stuck with.
Okay, we're joking right now, but a Halloween special in the movie universe. An in-movie universe, Pumpkin Hill Halloween special.
Sonic, here, this is so fucking
He's
easy.
got the rings, he's going to different worlds.
No, he doesn't
You
have to go
spend
anywhere.
20 minutes in a Halloween special.
They live in a small town, right? So everyone probably goes trick-or-treating in the same spot, same suburban area, whatnot, right?
Right.
Here's the easiest joke. Sonic doesn't need to dress up because they think it's a costume. he's knocking on he knocks on all the doors so quick that like he gets all the candy. Like there's so many just easy jokes there. It could easily be a 20-minute Halloween special. He doesn't need to go anywhere.
I meant
stolen Montana.
like instead of being on Earth, we send them to Pumpkin Hill.
Oh,
like but yeah,
I'm thinking you have another option of just. He's like, I never celebrate Halloween. I had to watch it from.
True. Now he's going to rob all the houses because they don't realize they're giving candy to him.
Yeah.
Idris Elba is Knuckles. Give me your opinions.
Like I said, I was already kind of on the train, so I'm like, cool. I was not expecting that. I never would have guessed that. Like if we even had if they ever like hyped it like we're going to announce the Knuckles voice actor, he would not have been in my top 10.
I feel like we did ourselves a disservice by not doing an episode that was us trying to predict. You know what I mean?
It's kind of hard to do a prediction when like we don't know actors' schedules. We don't know.
Or just being like, who do we think would be good? Maybe just Jason Momoa was just too good of an idea for me at least. But yeah, Idris Elba.
I wouldn't have guessed him. Not saying I'm disappointed or anything. I'm not thinking he can't do a great job. It's more of just like I wasn't expecting he would do something like this, considering... Not that I don't want to say like he's above that. You know what I mean? It sounds like the movie
He was in Fast
sucks.
and Furious.
He was in Fast and Furious, so I guess that's not true. But
he called himself Black Superman.
I don't know how much voice acting experience he has, but like, yeah, it is just a kind of like, it feels like kind of out of left field a little bit though. Because I think he does a lot of more like, not serious roles, but just he's a very like...
Yeah.
Maybe not typecasted necessarily, but he has certain roles. You know what I mean?
I could see that where it's more like the expectation is he would do that, or he would be like his agents would be, contacted for roles that would be James Bond villain-esque in a sense. I get that. But this makes me wonder too, how this was presented, how this was shown to us, revealed. We were streaming at the time. I saw his tweet. This is knock knock, and it's a picture of what I imagine to be the movie's render of Knuckles.
I want to talk about that in a bit. I want to talk about that photo.
I want to talk about right now. I love the fact that the glove has like a seam on it.
Oh yeah, so it's not even.
It's not like it's trying to be like, look, it's a real hand. So
either A, he doesn't have the little horns, the little I don't even know what you call them. Like, because his knuckles, literally his knuckles, the sharp knuckles. Either the glove is the actual sharp part, or he has the bones, like he has Wolverine bones that
and the
he
thing
softens up a little bit.
I actually don't know if what the answer is IRL, or like with regular Sonic stuff.
Like, can he take these off?
I don't think any. Well, that's the thing. Does Mickey Mouse ever take his gloves off?
I don't know.
Probably has. Probably has. In one
that's
of
what I'm wondering.
cartoons.
Like that to me suggests.
But Sonic characters ever take their gloves off?
Not suggest, but I think that like that gives me two possibilities. There's either A, he has actual bone under that cushion, under that glove, because it's like a boxing glove. That's what it looks like a boxing glove, right? Like imagine if I put spikes at the end of a boxing glove.
That's cheating.
Yeah, would you? I mean, no, but like, are they going to be like? Is it part of the glove, or is it part of actually my body? And like, I can't put a glove on if I had actual fucking bones sticking out of my knuckles.
You have the Twitter account on your phone. Tweet at Idris Elba that question right now.
You want me to tweet that right now?
Tweet him right now.
Do you want me to like tweet him in the comments, or do you want me to like quote tweet him? I'm gonna quote tweet.
Just do a tweet. That's tweet at Idris Elba.
You want me? Okay, hold up. I'll work on it. You keep going. Hold up. Hey, at Idris Elba. Is Knuckles glove?
Just be like, so part. Does Knuckles' actual hand have the spikes, or is it the glove that has the spikes? Asking for a podcast. Please respond quickly. Appreciate it.
Hey, so does Knuckles have? How'd you word it? You said what? Repeat it exactly.
I said, hey, at Idris Elba.
Yeah.
So ... Is Knuckles' hands the thing that has the spikes, or is it the glove that has the spikes?
So, Knuckles' hands have spikes, or does the glove
have the spikes?
Have the spike. Okay.
Asking for a podcast. Please respond quickly. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you. Goodbye. See you soon.
Asking for a podcast. Please respond ASAP. Thanks.
Love you. Type love you at the end.
Love you. All right, go ahead.
But this is interesting because it was revealed in a tweet, which I don't guess isn't like abnormal. This kind of stuff has happened many times in the past. But Knuckles has an actor before Tails, which my first question is, does that mean Tails not have a big actor? Or is it just like a voice actor?
Or this is part of the hype train. They could be hyping
Or,
this
and
shit
second,
up.
are we getting a trailer really soon? I don't know. I feel like we at one point on one of these episodes predicted or tried to guess rather when we might see a trailer, and I think we thought it would be around this time because the movie is April, or like
we got a poster.
Maybe we said something around the Game Awards, but I feel like it might be like a little too late to do your first trailer. But at the same time, the first movie had such a late. Again, that's the origin of this podcast. Or like, there's supposed to be a movie in October. It is like April or May, whatever, when we started. We haven't actually seen anything. Let's do a podcast.
And then when they did the trailer, episode. Yeah, and then, so it's only about 3 or 4 months. So yeah, based off that timeline, it's going to be out in November, December, assuming nothing gets delayed. I think there's still a really good chance this movie gets delayed, just because
there's a chance. But I don't know. Everything was
movie got
filmed. Why was that delayed?
I don't know.
Do we know why?
Just Paramount delayed it.
The dog ate someone on set. They had to cancel it.
Yeah.
But the movie's done filming, right? We talked about the movie's done filming.
Well, so we thought that, but then I also saw them filming again in like fucking.
So they lied to us
or something. Yeah. They said they wrapped it up, but maybe they're just doing extra shit. I don't know.
Maybe it's like never mind. We filmed a new thing just for the credits, and we're gonna have credits just for the credits show. So my assumption though is if it's all post-production stuff, that's a lot of work from home stuff that can easily be done. Do you need to delay the movie? I feel like I think
it's more of a delay of we don't want this movie to financially bomb. Not saying
that's coming out next year. That's a 2022 movie.
Well, there's also we don't really know what's going to happen with COVID. I mean, some places are also putting restrictions back up. That could mean theaters being closed again. Who knows? I don't think they will personally, but it doesn't mean that there's not a chance that could happen, or like they're going to do limited seating. So then maybe they have an HBO Max deal for all we fucking know in the works too. That's also a possibility.
We're going to see that movie a good 100 times because Idris Elba is in it. Do we think that... So, these are cartoon characters.
Mm-hmm.
They filmed dummy stand-ins. Maybe they had a guy... Yeah, maybe they had a guy read the lines out, and so they can time in for when they move the camera work and stuff. Maybe they actually had Ben Schwartz on set to read it. I don't know, right? Although, from what we understand, he didn't really get to meet Jim Carrey and
James Marsden.
James Marsden. I almost said John Marsden. I stopped myself this time. He didn't really meet them all too much, right? At least that's my understanding about the events.
Probably when they were doing the red carpet shit and all that.
Right.
The press tour stuff.
Yeah, so then, he might not have been on set. So my question for you is, do we think Idris Elba is a recent choice, and they are now recording all these lines, or was he attached from, nearly the very beginning? Because Ben Schwartz tweeted a couple days ago, maybe it was yesterday. This news is, really recent, so yesterday is in the day of this recording's yesterday. He tweeted out a fan logo someone submitted back in April that was the Sonic and Knuckles video game logo, but it was Ben Schwartz's head and Idris Elba's head. This was a couple months ago, and he said, I saw this type of thing, someone guessed or something like that kind of thing, showing that off. I want to know, was this a choice that was really early, or is this recent? What do you think?
I mean, it just really, I think, depends on, how casting and, once again, conflicts, scheduling actors, and then whether or not there's conflicts with their schedules. I mean, I feel like voice acting. Not saying it's easier or whatnot, or it's not something that that is requires less skill. It's more of just. I think typically voice acting doesn't take as long as actual on-set acting because there's less shit to film. You can do multiple takes really quickly, all that stuff. So part of me is thinking that like they probably didn't need anybody confirmed until later end. But we're just speculating here. It could have been decided the first day that like, hey, here's 3 people we'd really like to be Knuckles. Let's see if one of them pan out. This could have happened a couple weeks ago. Maybe he didn't want to announce it because Suicide Squad's out and he wants to make sure he supports that film. So there's part of that as well. Because that movie was delayed typically. Well, it was originally, right? It was delayed. Suicide Squad?
I don't know.
Later? I thought it was like a December movie last year.
I don't think it ever got delayed. I think they just held on and didn't say a date.
Whatever.
Maybe it got delayed like internally and they just, wanted it out
that could
earlier,
be part of it. I think when you say recent, I'm going to say like, I think in the last like 3 months, I think
okay, maybe around the time they finished filming.
Yeah, I feel like he wouldn't have.
When we thought they finished filming.
I feel like he wouldn't have tweeted this though if he hasn't already finished it, in my opinion. Because you don't want him to like tweet this and then like something falls through and then he can't do it or it's shit. And he's like, "Oh, never mind. I feel like it's already been done." I think,
or the contract was just recently signed. He just photoshopped the pen out of Knuckles' hand when he signed the contract. Now, here is my other question: do we think Tails is a big of an actor as Idris Elba?
Well, I was trying to say earlier is like I wonder if this is a build up to a trailer. We already knew Ben Schwartz, so they can't like tease that again, right? So like, okay, we're just gonna drop Knuckles out of nowhere to build some hype. Because I think good like movie hype or just media hype is you slowly reveal it over time, right? I think especially for the fans who are really diehards are going to like this shit. I personally am all about...
Twitter blew up over this, right?
Yeah. I meant more, but I'm also totally... I think it's also, me personally, I would rather tease something like a week before it comes out and be like, hey, next Friday, this is coming out. My album's coming out. I always think that's cool. But there's some people out there who I get why, because you can, I think, build off of it and create a lot of marketing for it. And since this is a movie, it's a little bit different. I think there's reasons to like slowly push this hype because they don't want a scenario where they have to drop a trailer and it's shit. I think they want to be like, okay, we have Idris Elba's going to drop. Let everyone know he's Knuckles. Maybe in like 2 weeks from now, we'll find out who Tails is, and they're going to do the same thing where he's going to say it's going to be like a tweet or something. That's just going to be it. And then maybe 2 weeks after that, then we get a trailer or a teaser trailer or something. That's like a minute. That'd be what I would do. If I was head of marketing, I'd be like, let's do this shit.
That makes sense because, like, everyone's hyped about Idris Elba being Knuckles. We already have, like, okay, the movie was great, so the sequel already is, like, exciting. And then, like, you start to, like, see a little bit of rumblings about it. Cool. Like, the set... video leaking was, I feel like, kind of an uptick in like, okay. And then this happens and everyone's like, fuck yes, no notes, perfect, awesome. If the first trailer looks kind of we're still riding off of, yeah, but the movie, I feel like it's still going to be good anyway. But if there's none of this and it is just first trailer and it's like, it's like, well, okay. Well, what did we expect? Yeah. So I think that is really smart. I want to now look up, and I feel like we've done a disservice, or maybe we're the hosts of the Sonic Movie 2 show. So like this is our 3rd episode. We're still trying. Hosts of the Sonic Movie show. They never looked up who the fuck actually was Tails in the post credits. I want to know, maybe it's the same guy. So let me look this up. Oh, okay. So the person that voiced Tails in the end credits is the actual voice actor for Tails now. Colleen Villard has been voicing Tails since 2014. Oh, okay. So she voiced Tails.
See, I feel like she's not going to be, just because if that was the case, we would have gotten Roger Craig Smith as Sonic. I think. Yeah. I think it's totally, and I'm okay with this, by the way, if they get like some other actor to be Tails.
Yeah, I mean,
because let's be real, they weren't
like a sentence they could easily.
Let's be real, when they dropped Sonic the movie, there was no guarantees for a sequel. I don't think they had that plan. They were like, hey, if it gets a lot of money and does well, then of course we'll make one. Duh.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was necessarily in the works. I feel like whatever they put in that movie was...
Then signing someone on in the potential it might not do well. I get you. Yeah. Makes sense. So then there is still a chance that she could be replaced by someone. Or maybe they're just like, nah, You just go. But then I feel like the other Sonic voice actors would be like, what the fuck? I got replaced by Jim Carrey? Why? That kind of thing.
By the way, it's on my mind, and I just have to say it. Just quickly, side topic here. Still related. I think in a past episode, I think it was our DC Fandom episode.
That's like a year ago.
Yeah. I think we talked about Idris Elba, because in one of the interviews he did with Suicide Squad, I think he said something really cheesy, and we made fun of him a little bit. I want to take that back right now. I had to get off my chest. It's been bothering me last couple of days. And after seeing Suicide Squad, I'm like, I get it.
You know what? I think it was the cheesy thing he said was like, it's like a comic book brought to life, was the line. It was something like that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. And we're like, bruh. Someone fed you that line? Or
Yeah. But you know what? We're happy for you, Idris. And like, you're always welcome on the show. I always say this.
And you know what?
You're always welcome on the show.
When you're on the press tour and someone asks you what's being like on the Sonic Movie 2 sequel, and he's like, it's like a video game brought to life,
honestly,
I'm going to lose my shit.
I will lose my
And I'm like, this fucker knows. He knows.
No, he always seemed like a genuine good dude, and it's been on my conscience, and it's starting to hurt. See, this is what happens when you...
I've seen so many memes about Idris Elba being Knuckles, from like seeing Idris Elba react to fucking Rouge the Bat.
Oh, that stuff tweet is like freaking amazing. From his,
you're just like the idea in general.
Hot Wings one, yeah.
Oh my god, I feel like they definitely signed a winner, and I'm excited to know. Like, to me, this already makes it feel like signing him on for this movie almost cements to me like, yes, this is a franchise now. Like, they are doing a third one.
Like, can we talk about this? They just have to. We love Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is, when you put him in a movie, he's probably going to be listed on the poster, right? When you put Idris Elba in this film now,
he's top billing.
And
like, they probably aren't. It probably is going to be a Jim Carrey top billing film still because it's Jim Carrey. But yeah, you are right. Like, if he was in the first movie, it would probably say Idris Elba, Jim Carrey, James Marston. His character's name is Tom. Ben Schwartz, James Marston, something like that. Yeah.
This also makes me think, though, because we talked about this in our Jim Carrey. We did like is Eggman kind of in this like conversation? I don't remember what episode, but it was a while back. We were kind of nervous because like he hasn't really tweeted anything. I don't think he still really has about Sonic unless I missed it.
Maybe that's what you'll see in 2 weeks is an image similar to the Knuckles hand. It's something about like maybe the mustache.
Yeah. Either that or maybe Jim Carrey just doesn't give a shit about marketing, which at his age probably he's like, whatever, I don't care. Wait, isn't Idris Elba probably around the same age? He's probably like 10 years younger, right? Because Idris Elba's older, but Jim Carrey he's up there. Jim's been around when we were babies. So is Idris, but I'm just curious if they're...
Take a guess. I have both ages.
Okay, Idris is 48.
And Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey, 56.
You have one of them correct.
Do
and the other one is 3 years off.
Oh, damn, I'm good.
Idris Elba is 48 years old. Jim Carrey is 59.
Damn.
Yeah, so they got 11 years between them.
Okay. That's a pretty big difference.
People also search for Adam Sandler, 54. Will Ferrell, 54.
They're like, what other comedian from the early 2000s is old? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, this makes me think, though. Okay,
James Marston, 67.
No, he's not. But going back on topic, what I wanted to say was, if they're not doing as much Jim Carrey in this, I feel like maybe they wanted a top dog. No offense to James Marston and Ben Schwartz, but I think they want someone who's gonna like who people see on the poster are gonna recognize. Unfortunately, not many people probably recognize James Marston outside of maybe some TV shows and X-Men, like we remember him from. When people see Idris Elba, they can think of a wide variety of movies in just the last 10 years. And then Ben Schwartz has been in just TV shows.
Comedian. Like, that's a comedian.
Yeah,
for sure.
And now voice acting.
He's done his animated movie. Most comedians voice animated dogs while he's voicing a hedgehog.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
There's no offense to them, but just like, I think getting him just adds more to, like you said, like, this is a franchise. We're taking this very seriously. We didn't want to just do the same thing again, which that gets me hyped a little bit with that.
Oh my God. I am honestly getting excited. And here's my thing too. Idris Elba, probably expensive. At least might be Jim Carrey money in terms of, I don't know what they both charge. We're talking about our ass here when it comes to like how this works. But like big name,
Idris is like, you know what? I fucking love Knuckles, bro. I'll do this for free.
Then he's the fucking homie, and he's probably made this movie a success then. Because how many people are probably going to go see this movie? Yeah, it's a Vin Diesel thing. People are probably going to go see this movie because of that. Because of him alone, right? Because of the idea of the stupidity of it all and how like fantastic it is. But the fact that they are willing to do that for Knuckles makes me now reevaluate. Earlier, I'm like, cool. We kind of already know what the sequel's general plot is about. They kind of even said a synopsis of it, right? Eggman tricked Knuckles. Knuckles attacks them. Then Knuckles probably teams up with Sonic and Tails, realize he's been tricked. It's a theme with Knuckles. It's more than once, apparently. I didn't realize that. That's the idea, right? And he's just, Eggman's has some plot. Maybe it's a Metal Sonic tease or something at the end, or that they do as the villain, right? For the third one, I was like, totally good. They're going to 100% going to have Shadow the Hedgehog be the villain that fights them. And I'm like, it's for laughs. It's just going to be Ben Schwartz being a mopey Sonic voice. I don't think that anymore. They're probably going to get some, I don't know. Who's the Twilight guy who's going to be Batman now?
Tobey Maguire.
No, not him.
He can play Venom. His Venom like persona in Spider-Man 3, like when he was mopey Spider-Man.
Are you sure that was he didn't voice Venom?
No, I meant like when he was a douchebag. Him. I just want that character to be Shadow.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like they're just gonna. It's almost Fast and Furious now in the sense that like the bad guy, of course, is gonna be fucking famous, named so and so. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just jumping conclusions after one tweet, but just like the hype is real.
I think this just opens the door.
Or it's the opposite, where like this is the biggest they're ever gonna get, and they're just blowing their wad right now, showing, hey, we got it.
Yeah, I think regardless, this opens the door for more possibilities, of success in different ways. I think. I really don't see a negative in this. Like, can you name one negative of Idris Elba being fucking Knuckles? I can't. If it was someone problematic or something, then yes.
It's Charlie Sheen, or it's
dude. If it was okay, but hold on. If Knuckles was Charlie Sheen, that also would be kind of crazy. If anything, that'd be even further out of left field. If Charlie Sheen tweeted "knock knock" and he had the Knuckles photo, because that dude's Twitter is wild. I don't know if you ever looked at Charlie Sheen's Twitter.
I haven't in a long time.
But like, if that came out of nowhere, that would have been like, okay, we're living in some chaos timeline.
And not to one-up it, because you asked me a similar question before while you were streaming. The obvious crazy actor to have play Knuckles is OJ.
Yeah, OJ Simpson is an actor.
But like, if he tweeted knock knock, and it was... If OJ Simpson tweeted, now recently he's like, y'all got to get the vaccine, and it's like, bro, it literally is the worst person you know actually saying a good thing. But like, if OJ Simpson tweeted knock knock, and it was the render of Knuckles' hand,
especially a glove,
like, did he kill Knuckles?
Especially a glove? Are you serious? That would have been.
We need to mock this up. We need to Photoshop this. Fuck, I think we're gonna do that right now.
Oh my god!
But yes.
Yeah, we could tweet that on the weekend. Be like, "Whoa, OJ Simpson's its tails."
just photoshopping. No, because the idea of it being the glove, and maybe we make the glove a little bit too loose. The glove didn't fit.
Can we just find a picture of his hand and have a glove like that's hanging off of it?
Yes. All right, we're moving on. Yes, O.J. Simpson is not Knuckles the Echidna. It is Idris Elba, who are very excited to play him. We don't think that there's going to be any other Sonic characters in this movie. I feel like this is good for a sequel. They don't want to go too crazy with it. They don't want to just be like, and now the whole universe.
You don't want a Spider-Man 3 like we were just talking about. You don't want a Spider-Man 3.
Or Amazing Spider-Man 2, where it's like, cool, you had the lizard guy in the first one, now here's everyone else. And the girlfriend dies. And the one girl in the whole audience cried when in my showing. I went with a bunch of college kids.
Really?
One girl in the back is just sobbing. It's like, bro, I hate this actress. And I hate her. I just find her so overrated. And she's dead now. It's kind of funny. It was kind of lame.
That's so funny.
Not the actress, the character, but yeah. But you don't want to do Amazing Spider-Man 2 where you have Shadow and Silver and Metal Sonic and
I think it's just going to be
who the fuck was it in Sonic Forces? What if that's the tease at the end? It's the Sonic Forces bad guy.
I want you to join a Sonic Forces team. Do you want to make any guesses on who is Tails? If we, like, assuming it's not the one we just read.
If it's not Colleen,
or maybe who would you want to, like, who's like some? Okay, you have all the money in the world. Whatever.
This is going to be lame as fuck, but like this is an obvious answer. Someone's going to say Michael Cera. I don't want that though. I feel like there's good Michael Cera and there's bad Michael Cera. Good Michael Cera is when it's like Arrested Development or something where it's really well written funny and he is meant to act with it. And bad Michael Cera is like, all right, be Michael Cera, if that makes sense. But that is an obvious choice that someone would pick. I don't know. To me, honestly, someone like
Amy Schumer.
Can she do a convincing young boy voice though?
I don't care.
I don't care. Well, you should just honestly, she should be Amy Rose, the pink hedgehog.
Yeah.
If you're Amy Schumer, that would be hilarious.
I just think it'd be funny to just have like,
or maybe Melissa McCartney.
Yeah, just why not? But just like straight Melissa.
The
McCartney.
idea of Amy,
there's no like
exactly.
Acting.
Well, because that would be hilarious. Because the idea of Amy is that she's like annoying Sonic. She's so in love with Sonic. Sonic is like, ugh, gross. And if you make it Melissa McCartney, A, you could have her do that and it'd be really funny. And B, you can then make fun of that idea in general because Melissa McCartney is obviously a G and is really good at comedy. And she can like reverse the roles or, be very sarcastic. But we're talking about Tails right now. Shakir should be Rouge the Bat. No.
It's going to be fucking Tom Holland.
Yeah, him, I guess. That's kind of like the Michael Cera thing. Is of course skinny white boy, little skinny nerdy white boy works.
Honestly, I think it should be a woman. I think it's totally okay to do one. I think that'd be cool to me, because Tails is a kid.
Yeah,
and like women in voice acting typically do like
Bart Simpson, Ash Ketchum.
Yeah.
Now here's my thing. Here's how you
Tommy from Rugrats.
Oh yeah. Here's how you make it, and they probably can't pull it. We probably wouldn't be able to pull it off anymore. I don't know. How you really bring it all full circle, really look like, hey, these guys are going the distance to make Sonic fans and Sonic nerds happy. You have Jaleel White voice Tails. The guy who used to the original voice of Sonic in the cartoons voices Tails in the movie. That's what you would do.
I think it's got to be a Hollywood actor or comedian. I think it's just got to be.
So here's the thing, though. Sonic is Ben Schwartz, comedian, very funny. We've seen how he is in the movie, right? Tom was the straight man to the funny man. If we remove Tom from the picture, like they probably are going to be for a while, Tails is probably going to have to be that. Idris Elba's Knuckles is going to be dumb. Knuckles is dumb until he gets played, right? And he's going to have some of that going on. He can't be like the straight guy. Tails is going to have to fill that role to play off Sonic a bit. So a comedian obviously can still work, but I'm wondering if you get someone like, I don't know, someone that can just play it very straightforward, a straight shooter.
Angelina Jolie.
You still want it to be a really old woman, huh?
Oh, get Betty White.
Yeah,
that we're going to go to the extreme.
She tweets knock knock.
Everyone's gonna be like, "What? Knocking on heaven's door?" Oh no.
Aw.
No,
all the other Golden Girls are long and dead, and I want a Golden Girls reunion. Bring them back to life. Tupac them.
I can't really think of anyone else besides this. Like,
I feel like we're just not creative enough to really think about it.
Yeah, I think it's got to be someone who's young. I really do. One of the kids from fucking
Stranger Things.
Yeah, one of them. I'm sure one of them would do it.
The one kid that can't say
I've heard his name.
He was in the commercials and he can't actually pronounce things correctly because of his braces or his teeth lisp, or something. Yeah, his lisp. But no, I feel like he was in Verizon or Coke. One of those. Because
one of them was also in It. Like one of the kids was in It.
Yeah.
So like,
and then the girl, Millie Bobby Brown.
I guess
bullied off of Twitter.
That wouldn't be shocking.
Was in Godzilla.
That's what I'm saying. She's been in a lot of nerd shit, so like I feel like that wouldn't be totally out of left field. Less so than Idris Elba.
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh my god! No, people would be.
Remember when she was like, "I can act anyone. I shouldn't have to not remove roles for." Remember she was doing that.
Okay, do Tails.
But you can't. Now you're gonna really see. Put it straight to Disney Plus. The first non-Disney movie on Disney Plus.
Because why not?
Yeah, just to fuck you over. I could almost see like a Chris Evans if we're in that realm for a second, being Tails. But
his voice is too deep. I don't think he could. I'm trying to think of people who have are like you said, skinny young people who have like light voices who could do it. Hey, I'm Tails.
It is so funny. We didn't look up who was voicing Tails because I'm like, it just sounds like Tails. Oh yeah, because it is Tails. You know. Oof. Well, in any case, I am excited.
I feel like it's not going to be if it is going to be someone else's Tails and they're waiting to announce it. I think it's not going to be someone as like AAA list Idris Elba level. I think it's going to be a Ben Schwartz, well-known level. I think it's going to be like, oh yeah, that person,
Tina Fey.
But it's not going to be like, holy shit. It's fucking... Yeah.
Or maybe it is. Maybe Idris Elba was like lukewarm and we're still building up the heat here.
I'm thinking it'd have to be someone like...
What if it is Betty White? Because that honestly would make the internet explode. Betty White is voicing Tails.
Then I would think they're fucking trolling. Then I would think like, no, you like whatever you're doing in the casting room, you are actively trolling because you know this world's going to end and you're just getting the last laugh. Then I'll be like, yes, this planet is dying.
I mean, Idris Elba being Knuckles.
Watch that fucking movie, regardless.
Because there are definitely people, and I'm one of them to a degree. That's like, if it's possible for the actual people that are the characters in the video games to play the roles in the movie, why aren't they not doing it? But doing Idris Elba as Knuckles, I'm like, this is so far to an extreme that it's not the same, and I'm cool with it. You throw Betty White in his Tails, and it's like, I don't care. Then you know what I mean.
This is like I will see that movie 100 times.
We'll do my idea every week. That's all we do.
Guaranteed. If Betty White is Tails,
you want to make that bet right now?
Yeah.
Okay, guaranteed.
I'll do it. You have it right on the record. Episodes, or I'll watch the movie 100 times.
Not 100 episodes, but yes, you'll watch it 100 times if Betty White is Tails. All right, I need to make some calls.
Yo, can you please? I'm trying to meme.
Just at least announce it.
You can fake it.
I just need his reaction.
Yeah, we'll see. I think there's a better. See, I keep going back and forth on whether or not like it's going to be a new actor or if it's going to be the same actor from the movie. But like we said, that movie was made as a standalone thing with a little Easter egg at the end to get people hyped in case there was a sequel. They have something to build off of. But there was no plan set in place. I doubt they had a script or anything or even like a general idea. It was probably
they wanted to be a hit, and they're thanking their lucky stars every day. Every day. Who's the director? His name is escaping me.
Jeff Fowler.
Jeff Fowler, of course. I mean, he held up our podcast album art logo
on his Instagram. Twitter. It was crazy, yeah.
Jeff Fowler he prays to God every night, thanking the Lord that the movie came out right before COVID was like taken seriously at all by American audiences, in a sense, where like the movie was able to do a full run. Really, maybe it was cut short a little bit at the end there, but it did a full run.
Like it wasn't fully released in like China or Japan or something. I think I remember reading about that. But
it was a hit. It was monetarily a hit still. He is praising the Lord for that. And I feel like this movie is just a victory lap. Honest to God, I feel like this movie is like, hey, if lightning can't strike twice, let's make this crazy. Betty White is Tails.
Idris Elba is Knuckles.
Maybe that's what we'll name this episode. Not Idris Elba as Knuckles, is Betty White as Tails.
That'd be such. And the joke's not even until like the 40-minute mark. Like why? Like where? Why do they keep talking about Idris Elba? Why, like I already know that. Why are they talking about Betty White being Tails? I don't get it.
But yes, this is exciting. I'm very excited about this. Is there anything else we want to mention about
I want to say I want to do the stock market. We haven't done the stock market in a hot minute.
Okay.
For people who don't know, on the Sonic Movie 2 show, at the end of every episode, we do basically a hype stock market. How hyped are you to see Sonic Movie 2? Like 100 being like, I want this movie right fucking now. I want to glue my eyeballs to the screen and watch it right now, and 0 being like, I could give two shits about this. I never want to see this movie. It looks so bad. I feel like
0 is also like, wait, I didn't realize this was even happening. That's how much I don't care.
Or like, I actually want to end this show because of just like, I'm maybe you're mad. Maybe you're just mad if you're at 0. I don't know. But I remember last time, which was like a couple weeks ago. We don't usually do a Sonic Movie 2 show that often.
It's been like feels like 3 months, but yeah.
I think I said I was around like a 50, and then mostly it was because it's still so far away, and there's a chance, maybe it could get delayed. And we also didn't really have any information on it besides just like, here's some set photos. We know Knuckles is in it. The plot seems it's going to be what we kind of predicted. It seems it could be different still. But with Idris Elba, how does that change? For me, I'm gonna say I'm. If I was at a 50 before, I'm gonna say I'm at like a 70. I'm cranking up. Buy and buy. We're buying right now.
Interesting.
Because I think that Idris, I think it helped that I just saw Suicide Squad and I loved him in Suicide Squad. That I'm just like, fuck yeah, like this guy, that man who had a big gun and looked cool and had cool one-liners in fucking Suicide Squad. It's not going to be a fucking echidna. A red cartoon dude who drills in the ground. Like, awesome. Sure. And like now the movie's getting a little bit closer. We're not even really close yet. I'm hoping it doesn't get delayed. But we're getting there. We're within 7 months? 8 months? We're getting there. Less than a year.
For me, I was in the 80s, I believe. I was somewhere around there, maybe low 80s. Because I was just like, seeing those set videos of the three of them, I'm like, I can just imagine just cool CGI fight, even if it was just that one that's like the only actual one that we get, right? Regardless, I feel like that's enough to be like, this is cool, this is great. But having Idris Elba as Knuckles, and just seeing the way the tweet was that came off, and just seeing like my own reaction, we were streaming at the time, so it is technically live out there somewhere. You could probably find it. I'm at a 95.
Oh, damn.
I can't fucking wait for this movie. God, the only reason why I'm not at 100, because I'm waiting for that Betty White is Tails tweet. That's what I'm waiting for. swish, swish, and it's the tails. That's what she tweets.
Maybe you could find the reaction of it in maybe if it's good. I don't remember what we even said, but maybe if it's good, you could put it at the end of the episode after like our little outro.
Sure, there we go. I have all of the recordings of every stream I've
I don't
ever
remember
done.
what we said, so it probably was like, oh, holy shit, that's crazy. Back to Anime Girls or whatever the hell we were playing at the time.
I think we were still doing Street Fighter.
Okay.
I think we were still twitch.tv/absolutely. There we go. Twitch.tv/Persona Fun. All right.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Basically,
I had to think about it too for a second. I'm like, what? I don't know what I am anymore.
Twitch now will actually let you know why you got banned. You see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, why wasn't that before?
But we just don't pay anyone to moderate things. I think this has been a very good episode of the Sonic Movie 2 show. And as always, we always end the Sonic Movie 2 show by thanking the audience very much, saying we love you, you're amazing, we'll see you next time. Maybe there's a trailer soon. Goodbye. All right, so let's wrap up the Sonic Movie show. But I feel like this was a news episode. And you've been packing, but did you by chance pack your Mad Libs?
I did not.
Because it's your turn.
I did not.
It's your turn. At the end of every Sonic Movie show episode that is based off the news he's holding up for the camera for only me to see, we read a Sonic book, and we read previously the Sonic movies official novelization, clearly meant for young kids, just like the movie. We finished that. Now we've been doing these
doing a Sonic podcast.
Yeah. Now we've been doing these Sonic Mad Libs. They're okay. Sometimes it's interesting, sometimes it's not. Devin has one that's a general Sonic one, and I have one that's actually based off the Sonic movie. We've been just taking turns. This time it's his turn. We do this at the end of every news episode.
The general idea, the gimmick, I guess, is that like we're making our own universe that only exists in our realm of the internet, so no one else can take it. It's our original idea.
But we will happily put this on hiatus if you have your own Sonic fan fiction you want to send in. If you send it in, we will read it. Twitter.com/Sonic Movie Show. Yeah, I don't know why I said @Sonic Movie Show. Tweet at us or DM us, whatever. Find us there. If you have your own fan fiction, we will read it. We will make fun of it if it's something to make fun of, or we will praise it if it's awesome. Send it to us if you want.
This is the best thing I've ever read.
What if Jeff Fowler just sends us the script for the movie?
Oh my god, that'd be... I
fucking lose my shit.
Pants.
Well, 3-hour podcast, but just reading the script twice. All right, Devin, it's your turn to read for me.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got?
Well, usually you've been going like one at a time. I just randomly open it to the first page I see and I go from there. But I need an adjective to start.
Red.
The color red, like
RED.
Okay. I almost said the color red, like red. Fucking idiot. A place.
Pumpkin Hill.
Okay. Noun.
Glove.
Adjective.
Grimy. Like gross, stingy, grimy.
Yeah. Plural noun.
Children.
Adjective.
Windy.
That works, I think. Verb, but past tense.
Slain. SLAIN.
Number.
1.
Noun.
Refrigerator. Or just fridge.
I think I spelled it right. Plural noun.
Rings. Rings, rings, rings. Glorious fruit.
Adjective.
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 Circular. Ring-like would be another one too. Circular.
Person in room.
Ethan. There's only one here.
Plural noun. It's gonna suck. I hope it doesn't suck because the person in the room, like you're now in the universe. Unfortunately, whether you like it or not.
Plural noun.
Yeah.
Cakes.
Another one. Plural noun.
What else did we eat the other day? Cookies.
Person in room.
Devin. Or is it the same one?
So I don't know what they mean by room, and I don't know if this was made for virtual sessions or not. I'm not sure.
Devin.
All right, that's fine. I'll take it. It's only fair that I'm in this universe, I guess, too. For better or for worse.
I feel like you put me in the last time.
I'll have to look through. Verb.
Lost. Oh, wait, is that?
No, because I don't think you can, like, active...
Well, you lose. That's a verb, to lose.
Losing.
Lose. Nah.
To lose.
Let me pick something else. It was verb.
Lose would be the verb of losing.
Lose, yeah. Lose.
All right, that was it. You ready?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. This one's called I Will Protect the Future.
Okay.
Something red has happened to Pumpkin Hill. What was once a beautiful love has become grimy and unlivable. The children of the future decided that they needed to prevent the windy thing that happened to their world. So Silver, I'm assuming the hedgehog, so Silver, slain back in time 1 year to prevent the destruction. Now in the present, Silver uses his refrigerator of psychokinesis or the ability to manipulate rings using only his circular brain to fight Dr. Ethan.
That smooth brain. Oh, fuck.
Who is responsible for ruining his world. Wow. How do you feel about that? That you ruined Pumpkin Hill? The thing that you swore you loved?
You know, I don't really recycle, so I guess.
Howard defeat Dr. Eggman, he'll need the help of Sonic and his team of cakes. Although the two hedgehogs often argue over cookies, Silver knows that he and Devin must learn to lose together in order to save his home. Yeah, that's a good verb choice for the end. I gotta lose.
Ends on a downer. Oh, wow.
So I got out of that is Pumpkin Hill at some point.
We're just gonna say it's climate change? Like windy red?
Yeah.
Like red sky?
Yeah, maybe like fires.
Like pollution?
Or something. Like, yeah, pollution.
Yeah, like when it happened in California earlier this year or last year.
Currently happening.
Whenever the heck was. Find it because I think we put me in one of the other ones.
Let me quickly look, see if I can.
Because if I was evil Dr. Ethan, how does this reflect our lore that we already had?
I forgot the legend. There is the legendary Windmaster that we did earlier, so I don't know if that's connected in any way.
Oh, shit.
You think you're wet? That's the first line from that one. I don't remember that. Oh, yeah, you're right. This is from Totally Awesome. This is one of the later stories in this book. And if you need something tracked down, look no further than Ethan B.
Oh.
So there's a bee named Ethan. It's totally unrelated to Dr.
Okay.
Ethan.
Maybe Ethan B becomes Dr. Ethan.
He has
Maybe it's a trick.
And then there's Michael Bay the Chameleon, who has the power to camouflage himself and can spy on Ethan by blending into the PS5. I forgot about that.
That's right.
So I think that Ethan is
maybe
the
that
current
just turns
Ethan.
me.
So I think that the Ethan that you currently are exists, but I think Dr. Ethan and Ethan the Bee are totally different entities because there's a lot of people named Ethan out there. So I think it's the same thing. But I think the Ethan that has a PS5
when the prompt is person in room, both times we're talking about me.
I don't know, man. All I know is this is what was written down. I can't change your fate.
Fuck. PS5 is right here. Well, this was interesting. Let's wrap this up. Follow the show on Twitter at Sonic Movie Show. I'm on Twitter at Ethan Absolutely. And Devin is on Twitter at CURSONAFUN. The show has plenty of other podcast episodes, as well as another series on this very podcast feed about Vin Diesel called The Chronicles of Diesel that airs on once a month.
Tails.
Let's not blow our load. We'll make a whole episode about that. That airs every month on the Sonic Movie Show's podcast feed, which obviously is on the place you're listening to as well as all the other ones. So if you found the show on one and you prefer another, we are also there as well. And if we're not, tweet at us at Sonic Movie Show.
Why
the script?
Why the
to
fuck
Sonic
are you
Movie
not
2.
on podcastmonsters.com? What the fuck, guys? Everyone's using that.
Exactly. We'll see you next time. Hasta luego. Goodbye.
Idris, please come on the show.